Hello everyone, welcome to our channel. Today we are going to clarify grammar around using the words prefer and rather. Are they similar or are they different? If you need a bit of help with this, stay with me until the end of this video and find out more about this grammar. After this video, our free grammar quiz will help you check your understanding of the rules. Let's get started. The words prefer and rather are often used to express choices, but in sentences they function differently. When you say that you like doing one thing more than another, you use the word prefer. Prefer can be used in different ways. Prefer plus a noun with to and plus another noun. For example, I prefer coffee to tea. Prefer can be used with infinitives. I prefer to watch films in the cinema rather than watch them at home. Prefer can be used with gerunds. Here we have prefer with a verb with ending ing plus to and plus another verb with ending ing. I prefer watching films in the cinema to watching them at home. I prefer watching films in the cinema rather than watching them at home. Pay attention here. After rather than, you don't need to use to. The verb with ing ending goes directly after rather than watching something. I prefer running in the morning to walking in the evening. I prefer running in the morning rather than walking in the evening. I prefer to run in the morning rather than walk in the evening. You can use the structure would prefer to express what someone would like in a specific situation. Would you like to go for a walk? I would prefer to stay at home. Would you like some tea? She would prefer to have coffee. Or I'd prefer to stay at home. The word I'd here is a short version of I would. Pay attention, we say would prefer to do something. I would prefer to stay. I would prefer to drive. I would prefer to eat. I would prefer to do something. After would prefer we use to plus a verb. Don't forget about it. Would rather is a good synonym to the phrase would prefer. Would rather is more direct, whereas would prefer is a bit more polite and more formal. For example, would you like to go for a walk? I would rather stay at home. Would you like some tea? I would rather have coffee. As I make a negative sentence, I need to put not after rather. For example, I would rather not stay at home. She would rather not have coffee. Pay attention here, after would rather we don't use to. Would rather have coffee. Would rather go for a walk, and so on. How to remember all of them and not to be confused where to put to or when not to? When I memorize these structures, I remember that if the sentence includes the word rather, then I don't use to after it. I would rather stay at home. She would rather have coffee. In these examples, you can see that there is no to after rather. But if I use the verb prefer, I need to use to link between words. I prefer running to walking. I would prefer to stay at home. She would prefer to have coffee. I hope this was a clear and helpful explanation. And to check this, please follow the link in the video description to do the free grammar quiz to see if you understand this grammar correctly. You might also like our grammar video about using gerund and infinitive. Thank you for watching, and if this video was helpful for you, please don't forget to like and subscribe to our channel, as it is much appreciated. Thank you and goodbye.